Okie dokie. Well, good afternoon or good evening or good night, depending on which time zone you are. This is Jessica for the recording, and today I'm going to be covering three topics that hopefully will help you to get thousands of leads and not just get the leads, but also and ultimately get thousands of customers and increase our business. So, the first topic that I want to cover, and I believe that this is the heart to capture the leads, is the IFO. The word IFO goes for irresistible free offer. Irresistible free offer. I believe every website needs to have an IFO. The website needs to have this little box that when your potential leads go there, they will say, wow, I really want to get to know more about this. So when you're designing your irresistible free offer, think about this as what is or who is your ideal client? Who do you want to serve? Who do you want to help? And it's very important that you really have this little box on top or on the side in a very specific and visible place in your website. So the people that visit your page will feel compelled to really subscribe. I'm really a big fan of doing ebook, paper, or even a podcast that people can download and then start listening to your voice for free. I believe those are high valuable items that most of the people will be signing up into your list. So I just put a couple of examples, like examples to attract people that are into losing some weight. You can put meal plan, free meal plan. And for the business component, I will use the example that Tanis has. She says, free strategy session. She offers a free session with herself so people can get to know her better. But you can just use examples of IFO using different formats so people can just feel that they receive a value once they sign up to your list. Do not do just very simple those lines that say subscribe so you can receive my monthly newsletter. Those are really outdated in my opinion because people are like they receive lots of offers on a daily basis, so you really want to stand out. um, in terms of the IFO, that box needs to be very specific and also needs to have more of a preview of the content. The more preview it has, the more people are going to be prompt to be sign up. Think about this as when you are going through different websites. You really maybe you're tired of receiving mails that just go into your junk mail because you never open them. So the same way you want to treat your potential leads that land on your page. So in order for them to really subscribe to your page and to give you a good email that they will be for sure reading, you need to be standing out from the rest of your competitors. And therefore, that's why the form or the box that you have on your website needs to be clear, needs to be specific, and needs to give a preview of what they will get when they sign up. Okay? So, the second step is designing your funnel. This looks like a funnel, and we ultimately want to use internet marketing to convert and to really create loyal fans and to have in the ultimate version like people that will be using the word of mouth and talking about us to refer people to our website. This is ultimately the main objective of any campaign. So let's talk about social media and let's integrate how we can use social media to really get people into our funnel. In my opinion, the best thing you can do is do a blog article. When you're blogging, you create content. And when you create content, you can actually manipulate who do you want to attract to this funnel. So if you're trying to attract people that want to lose weight, provide a content for articles that have to do with how to lose weight fast or what are the five ingredients that you want to shake on your meals, or just create content that triggers the kind of the curiosity of your potential customers, and that's how you can collect them to your funnel, and that's how you can use social media to really get a back-to-back strategy. So what I do sometimes is, if you see my Facebook, the fan page, I would do in the fan page, I would just post articles from my website so people can just come and visit my website, and that's how I would capture them. So let me just give you an example of how you can use this social media. Um, so this is one example. So I'm using a regular picture, and then I'm asking, do you feel that you can achieve more if someone is offering to help in your strategy? Please hold the spot right now on my academy. And this is my website that I have designed specifically for entrepreneurs that want to receive help. As you see, there's a pop-up, and this is an opt-in form because I really want to collect the lead right away. And here it's where I have the content for the entrepreneurs. So what I'm saying is that when you use your social media, make sure that you have your link so you direct people onto your website. This goes directly to the website that has to do with the entrepreneurs, but that's not the only website that I have. I have, like, my blog is located in the website that is called uncambioreal.com. And on that blog, what I do is that I create articles that provide information about, like, how to lose weight, and so people read them, and then people will be subscribing to the funnel. So basically, you want to create articles that provide content to your audience, so they feel that you are giving them something that they like and something that they feel that it's worth it. One of the things that I'm missing here is that, let me see if I got to correct this, because definitely you want that your articles have the shareable buttons, so people can just hit like, people can share on different social medias. I guess I did add it, because you want to have your audience as much engaged with their circle as possible. So whenever you write a good article, you might want to ask them to share, to use their different social media, and that's how you get people to join to your listing for free, because you don't have to pay for this. It's basically your followers reading your content and sharing using the social media, right? So we use the social media for share our content. We use social media to ask our fans and followers to share the content as well. So that's how we capture more and more leads. This is an example that I'm using, like, from my website to Facebook, but Facebook is not the only place. I usually use three platforms that I would say never miss because they're very, very good. Pinterest is a second platform that I prefer after Facebook. Pinterest is really good because it has pins, it has boards, and the content remains more stable and more longer than in Facebook, because it's more organized, and you can actually manipulate the strategy more because of the pins. So everything, if you have it organized, people will just see your Pinterest boards, and they will have a better idea of what do you do. So Pinterest will be the second social media that I prefer for marketing and for connecting with people. Obviously, LinkedIn is really good because if you're going to bring your brand to another level and you want to attract professionals, you will use LinkedIn to really publish your content. One of the things that I do to publish my content is that I would go to groups and I will provide content from my blog into different groups. And that's how I get people to follow me from LinkedIn, right? So you want to then the next question is, okay, so I captured them. How do I convert? How do I really nail it and down in this funnel once I capture everybody? Because these three things that I just shared with you, the first one was Facebook, the second was Pinterest, and the third is LinkedIn. Those are campaigns that you can do with social media that are free. But you might want to say, hey, I don't have time to do all this. I want to really get a paid advertising and get people to click on my website. So let's say that you want to have that done as well, so you get lots of leads overnight. The next question will be, what do I do with those leads? How do I convert them? So now we are going into the next topic. The next topic is how do you engage with your audience? How do you really provide content that people look forward to read, people look forward to share, people look forward to even include that content as part as their normal conversations. So the clear I mean the key part is you really want to design content that you show that you love your customers and you show that you care for them. So you need to be specifically with intention of when you're writing this content that you want to sound authentic. You want to be sound like you are going to offer them something with integrity. Like so many people present these offers that right on the bat you say, oh, this is just a scam, right? So the opposite is to be offering something that you can tell that is something that is real. You can tell that is something that is not even perfect. And I would say videos are the best way to pass that barrier and to really have the person to understand that you are a real person. I would say the content that has to do with videos really help you to speed that process of them discovering that you are a real person. So, how you engage, I will say you set up your autoresponders, which means that they will be receiving emails constantly, but you will be providing them content, you will be providing them value. So the schedule of the autoresponders, I believe, is a key. It's a key because you will want to have them engage on your funnel, but there's going to be a time when you want to be having a conversation with them, and the best way to do it is through the autoresponder. I use Aweber. Aweber has a very good setup for autoresponders. It also has good statistics of who's opening and how many times. So I highly recommend that because simply I have used that for my entire time. But if you have another one that you can use, as well, I'm sure that it will work. Another one, it's Mailchimp.com. Mailchimp.com. It's also another autoresponder that it's very, very, very good. I have heard very good things about it. For people that want to invest a little bit more, there's another one that's called Infusion software. It's also about like autoresponders, and it has more like HD version of videos and things like that. But that's a little bit more expensive. So I would say I will start with analyzing what are you offering to capture those leads? What is your content in terms of once they subscribe, what content are you giving them? And also, how are you going to maintain the audience so they will feel loved? They feel that you're caring for them, and they'll be like naturally and organically prompt to share that content in their social media. So in that way, you get real fans and people that look forward to hear from you. Okay. So questions, Sam, Tanis, questions.
Jessica,
You muted yourself, Sam. Go ahead.
how much time do you spend creating content?
Good question. I don't spend too much time anymore. I usually set a calendar to update my blog once a month. Right now, because I'm more, I have clients. So I had this rule when I was starting my business, and the rule was if I was not spending time converting clients because my funnel was empty, then all the time I was investing in actually putting content. So my blog, in terms of articles, right now I have enough content. So I have articles that pop up when people are searching. But still, like I always do like a video on my YouTube channel. Like it doesn't take me too long, and it doesn't take me like out of my productivity too much. So as far as adding content, if you haven't like started, it will take you consistently, I would say 30 minutes a day. If you're consistent, you can actually like really fuel your website with good content.
And you have a separate site for your weight loss stuff versus
Yeah.
your entrepreneurs, correct?
Yes. Well, my blog has articles about mixed things, because once you have the content, you can use tags. So when people are searching, they will find your specific blog article. But I do have landing pages that are separate from the weight loss and from the business. For example, for the weight loss, I have one. It's called adelgazadies.net, and that is kind of a video tour, so people can watch what is the challenge. People can watch what is the opportunity, and I have a presentation here and a short video of the ingredients of the shake. If they want to buy, basically they go through my Visalos
So it
website.
directs directly to your main buying page.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. How much conversion do you get on that site?
I get a lot of conversion. My problem is that I don't call them, but yeah, I have subscribers. I have on average 10 new subscribers a day. And what I do to get subscribers is that I think I have sent you those little video clips of 10 seconds.
Yeah, the little videos. Yeah.
Yeah, so I do those video clips, and what I will do is that I would put myself, I will go into groups, in Facebook groups, and I just upload the video with my website, and then people just go there, and to get more information, they just subscribe on that list.
Got it. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, the groups are really helpful in Facebook. A downside is that you really have to be reading what's the group about. Otherwise, people
Yeah.
would be kicking you out. And I would say don't be afraid of adding yourself in groups. I think I am almost in 2,000 groups right now. And every day
Wow.
I keep adding myself into groups. And to like right now, what I do is like once a day in the morning, I would just say, like just by one keyword, like clasificados, which is like offers. So just using that word, I will find groups, and look at this, 60,000 members. So just in one group, I can just find 10 new people that will be subscribing.
Okay. So those are groups like what they call like, what's that meaning? Is that offers?
Yeah, there's group offers. I have found groups for like example, in English it'll be sales. There's a yard sales. There's Craigslist. That's another word here for uh,
Yeah.
for pages that have to do with sales. You see Craigslist on Facebook, 30 30 something thousand. So just try to find those groups that are for people that are open to buy things. And obviously, there's a lot of groups that have to do with MLM, entrepreneurs. My opinion is it's a little bit harder to get subscribers when you are offering your business on these groups, but the key is to really provide content to help people. For example, sometimes I do like an article about how to use Pinterest for business. So
Yeah.
everybody will be interested in learning about it. So I will post that on this group that
Yeah, so be helpful rather than pitch.
exactly.
Okay, because I'm just about finished with I've just written I've already got two books that I've written, but I've just done one, which is LinkedIn for network marketing businesses, 97 ways to grow your network marketing business on LinkedIn.
Uh-huh.
So that's my freebie offer I'm gonna use to sign people up. Because
Yeah.
I've written a book before for traditional business owners about LinkedIn, but
Uh-huh.
I've just finished the version which is basically tailored for network marketing home-based businesses.
Yeah, yeah, perfect. Perfect. So
Okay,
so something like that, you offer that there, and that's how you get people to subscribe on your funnel.
okay, perfect.
Hmm. Yeah. I had a chance to check your website. I didn't see the IFO. Is it something that you are
No, that's the one I'm finishing. That's the book I'm about to finish.
perfect?
I'm
Perfect.
about 3 days away from finishing it, and that will be the offer.
Okay. So are you going to also add another landing page different from the weight loss people, or what's your take on that?
I'm not sure yet. I'm kind of combining the two on my current website. So, like, I've only just put that up. I just did it in like a day. So, I've got at the moment like change your like financial situation plus change your health, but I'm probably thinking about doing a different one for the weight loss side of things and just keeping them separate.
Yes, yes. I have found that it's very important that you have that separate because then people get really confused on what the heck are you who you are and what you can do for them.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
it's really like I have found it's really the best way to just have clarity for your audience.
Yeah. And how do you convert them, Jessica? Like, obviously, I know you're going to be sending them emails and that kind of stuff, but how do you get them across the line as like the promoters or obviously the customers? One I understand, like that's easy. They just become on your list, they see the pictures, they go through your website, they buy. But what about the business owners? Like, how do you get them to the point where they'll convert to promoters?
Okay, so the first autoresponder is a key because you want to know a little bit about them. So if the person is interested, they will respond like the questions that you send. I have like a little bit of an interview on the first autoresponder. So it says
Yeah.
like basically tell me a little bit about you. Do you own a business or like are you a professional? So I have those questions, and if they answer, obviously I know that they are more interested in kind of getting my help. I present myself as a mentor, so when they come, they usually are looking to get some type of help, whether they are interested in increasing their income throughout their existing business, or whether they are curious about what I do and if what I do is a fit for them. So when I
Yeah.
write the content, I'm always paying attention to the fact that I am talking to those type of people. So my first
Yeah. Okay.
autoresponder is a question, it's a questionnaire. The second autoresponder is actually a message that has their name on it, and then it will say, "Hey Sam, do you get to really know my story?" So the second message is about my story, and I present my story with like how what obstacles I overcame, and I put like a lot of vulnerability in that content, so they can be
Hmm.
more kind of confident
Yeah, she's
to
just
open
like,
up.
yeah, it's kind of like she's just like me type stuff, right? To
Yes,
relate to them.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. So throughout that funnel, I get to know who opens the emails and who's not opening the emails, and then I call them.
Okay.
Hmm. I
And
call
you're getting their number at the first sign up on the autoresponder initial sign up or on the second questionnaire?
in the first sign up. I found that if you don't get it on the first sign up, it's really harder. They're not going to give it for you to you. Yeah.
Yeah, got it.
In the first box, I always ask for the number.
Do you have it as a required field or an optional one?
I have a required field. People that don't want to do it, they just put 0000, and then obviously the system won't do anything to prevent those to
Yeah, yeah.
subscribe.
Got it. Okay. If they put a fake one, then they put a fake one. Got
Yes,
it.
yes.
Cool.
Yes, so that's basically like once they are on the funnel, I also would do broadcast, which means that they're not a sequence of email. They will be like if I want to just send a message to everybody right now, I would. And sometimes what I do with those is broadcasting, like if I have like a Visa call or a webinar or even an event. I can sort the subscribers by city, so I that's a way that I can get people to come to events if I just do the invite sorted by the location.
Yeah.
Hmm. Do
Cool.
you have
So you would do like online webinars and stuff like that?
Yes, yes, that was a very key component when I reached ambassador. That was a very key component, mainly because I was when I reached ambassador, I was 37 weeks pregnant. I would not be able to go to really go into meetings, and my team at that moment was in Puerto Rico. So there was no way that I would be hopping on the plane so far in that pregnancy. So I built all the presentations into webinars. And I remember there were no PowerPoints. So I would just play video part one, part two, and have testimonials, and boom, that was it.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, yeah. I do like the webinar format more than the Google Hangouts, because I believe the subscription, the registration page is really valuable, because when people subscribe to come to the webinar, sometimes they cannot come, but you still have that lead capture, and then the system was
Yeah.
going to be sending them anything that you want to send them, like if you want to send them a recording, or if you just want to have their information to call them after.
Yeah, okay, got it.
Hmm.
And would you do webinars that are more kind of content value driven, or would you always make them about the opportunity?
I do, good question. I do webinars based on content. For instance, tomorrow I have one that is catered to any entrepreneur that wants to learn about Pinterest. I also did a
Yeah.
webinar, like for example, the book that you're writing. I will do a webinar on that, like teach
Yeah,
me.
I will be. I'll be doing one with the launch of that book, so that's
Yes,
fine. I can get that done. I
yes,
can do it as a series. I can break it down because there's 10 sections, so like I do one webinar on each section.
yes, exactly. Yeah, so that's how I did. I actually had this the actually it's here on my website. It's 10.
Because that then creates your content for YouTube as well, right?
Uh-huh, exactly. So I started with this. This was my first content webinar that I started doing, and it was discover the 10 mistakes that you should avoid when you want to use Facebook for your business.
Hmm.
Yeah. So then I did how to. I really based everything on Facebook. So then I did one training about your fan page. Then I did a training on advertising on Facebook. Then I did a training on another more for advertising. This one was how to open a website using WordPress. This
Hmm.
was about branding yourself. This was
Hmm.
about Instagram. This was
Yeah.
about Twitter. So so now I'm
Okay.
gonna have Pinterest.
So, question about like the paid advertising. Would you like, I have a fan page right now, but it's hardly got any likes, and I need to like it's got 450 likes, but most of them are not real. So I need to ramp up my Facebook page. Would you recommend promoting the page, or would you recommend driving people to the website, or how would you boost like traction on a fan page?
Okay, so I would say if you're looking into building audience, boosting a post, it will be the best way to start. Like because right now what Facebook fan page menu has is that when you are boosting a post, anybody that actually liked the boosting, the like actually this one was boosted, so anybody that
Hmm.
liked this campaign, I will be able to invite them to my page. So you
Got it.
will
Okay.
be having both in just one advertising.
Okay.
hmm The most
Perfect.
important thing when you are doing Facebook advertising is that you need to check how much they're charging you, because
Yeah.
they get crazy about it.
So what would you typically have to spend to get like an EPS, for example? What would you be your typical outlay?
Well, right now you have to see that I have more than 15,000. So with less money, I reach higher people. I reach to more people with less money. So with this one, I only paid about, I think this was like $10 or $20, and
Yeah.
I reached to 36,000 people. So the
Yeah.
most important thing is that when you are creating the advertising, Facebook will tell you the potential audience that you have. So
Yeah.
so you just
And would you be very geographic specific? Like, do you go geographic specific, Jessica,
yes,
or do you go demographic specific?
yes, I go demographics by age.
Okay.
I go by location, and I go by interest.
Okay.
I will do by
Have you had any, what kind of, what's been your highest success rate of demographic that you've targeted to sign up?
age. The age components is a key. I would say the most specific one is when you have over 27 years old, people that are over 27 years old, and I will limit it to like 55, 60 years old. So that's definitely a key. And other than that,
Just because they have money?
I don't go that specific, but I will do in the interest. I will put parenting. I will put traveling, and I will add competitors like other MLM companies.
Okay.
hmm
Would you include people that have an interest in things like Tony Robbins and Jim Rohn and
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah, for
like
sure. Yeah, for sure. I will put that.
GoPro and stuff like that? They
Yeah.
have like a mindset, success oriented
Yes. Yes.
interest. Okay.
Yeah. That I will call leadership. There's an interest in leadership, and that covers all that.
Perfect.
hmm
Okay. Cool. And if you were targeting like if you were trying to target people like you, as in like you and me, as in mums, entrepreneurs, like you would focus on parenting or people that have
Yes.
like that kind of stuff. Okay.
Yeah, parenting, McDonald's, parenting, McDonald's, any restaurant that I know that, parents take their kids to, I will add that, any restaurants. Um, yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And is there any particular interest that seems to pull the most people?
Parenting, parenting brings a lot of demographics together.
Okay. Cool. Very good. Perfect.
Mhm. So start with that, and then always when you have an advertising going on, you go to manage ads, and then that's how you see how much they are charging for
Yeah, I've
your.
done that. I've done that a few times before, so I'm pretty familiar with it. I used to do it for my other business. I've just not really done it that much for Vi, so
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, so I always try to get it less than 10 cents. Like for example, these, 5 cents, I really, I if I have to just do another advertising, I would just turn this back on because it was 5 cents.
yeah.
So I try to
And
get
it's
it
it's
really.
per post engagement, or is like what does it end up?
This was a boost post. Yeah,
Okay,
boost
so
engagement.
boost post. Yeah, okay, got it.
hmm
Perfect.
Yeah, that's my
Cool.
favorite, especially because they added like now that button that you can just invite people to like your page.
Yeah.
And then you know how to contact them. Like you know that with the fan page you cannot really contact people. But what I do is that because my fan page is my same name, I will just from.
Yeah, mine is too.
Okay, so you know how to write them?
Um, no, I've got Sam Rathling. Like I'm at 400 friends on my normal page, like my normal like personal timeline.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to hit the 5,000 limit soon enough anyway, so that will just drive more people to the other one. But no, I haven't. I'm not sure what I'm doing on the fan page.
So basically what you do is that from your personal page, you search your fan page. Now, when you are on your fan page, because you're using your profile, basically people that are engaging here, you can just message them because you're now using your profile. Now, obviously, it's going to go to their other folder and they might not see it, but they might see it. So that's how, like, actually, when I hit this campaign, now my next homework is to send messages to these 123 people. And actually, this is the button that I was telling you. Like, I invite them, and then now I have,
Okay, invite people who like this post to like your page. Perfect. Cool.
uh-huh.
That's great.
Yeah, this is
That's
something
amazing.
relatively new. That's why I now rather use
That's
posting a
awesome.
post.
Oh, I understand. Okay, got it now. Yeah, perfect. See,
Mm,
that's something you could do. And Dolly's here with me. My husband's here with me because I want him to, because this is a lot of stuff he can do with me.
yes, absolutely, absolutely. And with the fan page, always keep the content going using the scheduler.
Yeah.
So that's it's a little bit slower, but you will see how the more content you add to your website, then the fan page will help you to drive more traffic.
Yeah, got it. It's all interlinked, right?
Yes, yes, for sure. So any more
Perfect.
questions?
Do you still do all of this yourself? Do you pay anyone to do all of this stuff for you, or do you still do it all yourself?
I do myself. I try to pay it. The language is a problem. People rip me off many times, and I said, no, I'm gonna do it myself, and I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I do it myself. It's just the best way to really manage it and tweak it. At first, obviously, while you learning, it takes time, but you will see how it's not hard. Even Tanis is doing it, right, Tanis? Oh, she left. But yeah, I mean, she learned and she's doing it as well.
Yeah, I mean, I've done a lot. I mean, I've read tons of books on online marketing and like I've done a lot of it, but I've just never really got much success with it with Vi. So, and then I haven't really focused on that. I've only just started, the website and started to focus on like I have been getting quite a few leads through just through posting stuff on Facebook, but it's not really building. It's building a list, like I'm collecting data, but I'm not really building it into a list yet. So.
Okay.
And I have a text campaign going with RJ on a couple of other sites that we've partnered up with where they're sort of focusing on like people that need financial change and all that kind of stuff. So I think I've got about 150 leads come in from that so far. So I just need to funnel them into a campaign of some kind as well. So
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, so that's the key. That's the key to really have them something that they like to hear and that keep.
okay, I'm gonna finish that book. That's what I need to do. I need to finish my book. I just need to tailor it for the network marketing business, and then anyone that's going to be interested in learning about how to grow their network marketing business through LinkedIn is going to be struggling for recruits. So
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah. So you got it.
Cool. Thanks, Jessica.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm gonna send you the recording.
Thanks, honey.
Okay, okay,
You're a
bye
star.
bye.
Cheers, darling. Bye.
Okay, bye.